Hello everybody and welcome back to another Tiger Castle video. Today we're dreaming up a trophy list for Suikoden. Just finished playing, well not just, but about a year or so ago we finished doing the Let's Play for Suikoden 1, and I was thinking, man, wouldn't it be great if this was on PlayStation 4 with trophies? I mean, they're already on PlayStation 3, well 1, 2, and 3 are. But I figured, you know what, why don't we dream up a trophy list? We did it for Final Fantasy VIII before, so why don't we do it for Suikoden? I did some brainstorming by myself, and then I also had a little help from the Suikoden subreddit. I asked them to see if they had any good suggestions about trophies after I had kind of made up a couple. So we got some of those intermingled in here too. What we have is a total of 37 trophies, which equals 1 platinum, 4 gold, 8 silver, and 24 bronze. We're coming in at about 12 story trophies, which is about 33% if you are a math person. And so we're going to go through a couple of them. We're not going to go through all of them, but the list of all of them will be in the description below. And I'll probably leave out most of the story ones just because, I mean, I guess I don't know why you'd be watching this if for some reason you've never played this game, but for maybe hope of not ruining some story beats in here. You know, there's a very noticeable sad story beat that happens in this game that I did not give a trophy to because I did not think we needed to be rewarded for sadness. I think all of you know who I'm talking about and what's going on. Alright, so you know what, let's start big and we're gonna go with some golds. First gold is Full House, which is actually to just, you know, recruit all 108 stars of destiny, which is essentially your entire goal. Well, one of your goals for the whole game is recruiting your stars to join your army so you can fight the Empire. Next one is Magic Man, which is another gold, which is to collect one of every rune in the game. I did a little research on this because I wanted to see if it was possible in one playthrough or, you know, just how horrible it would be. It actually doesn't seem too bad. There's a couple runes that are drops only, like well, maybe not even a couple that are drops only. There's the Prosperity rune, but you can also find that one. The Pharaoh rune is pretty much the only one that's drop only. And I think we all know that the drop rate in Suikoden 1 at least isn't the best, but so that's why it's a gold, because it's hard. There's 34 runes in total. Most are either equipped on a person already, so those count, and then the other ones are just found in treasure chests or can be bought. So the Pharaoh rune is probably the hardest part about that. You actually have to get that dropped off by a person, but I believe in you guys, and that's why it's gold. And then one actually by a user on Reddit was a Live by the Sword, which is a very interesting one because it's execute all the great Imperial generals. People know that you kind of have the option to either recruit them or execute them for, you know, being your enemy. I mean, I've never played this game ever without just recruiting everybody because I want to get all 108, but definitely adds a little bit of a replay value for the game is to go through it. I mean, you know, the story doesn't change, but to go through it and actually kill people or kill the general so they're not in there because they're your enemy. It's kind of just an interesting way to do it, and this isn't the longest RPG in the world, so actually replaying it to that point, I don't think it's that bad. But it is a gold because it's going to take a minute. Some of my favorite silver ones over here are Teamwork Doesn't Seem Work, Perform All Unite Attacks. I didn't look up how many Unite attacks there are, but there's a lot. There's 108 people. Not everyone's in your party, but there's a bunch of them. There is another one which is a bronze for using performing the Blacksmith Unite attack, which is all the blacksmiths that you can get. Brethren of the Forge is what I called that bronze trophy. And then there's also just another one that I have for bronze is Together We Are Stronger, which is just to perform your first Unite attack. And I put a lot of these kind of ones that maybe you'll get for doing something for the first time. You know, you need these bronze ones to get people to kind of get hooked you know, ooh, I got a trophy for that. What if I do more stuff? Things like winning your first duel, which is a have at you, is what I like to call that one. And just winning your first major battle, which is called to war, is what I call it. There are ones like you get for recruiting various other characters that are kind of fun, or you need to get a character to be able to do it. Things like getting an elevator in your castle and then using it, which is called moving on up, which is a bronze. And then also Cleanliness Is Key, which is taking a bath in your castle for the first time. There are fun little things. There's also trophies that I put in there for collecting all the sound sets, collecting all the window sets, and collecting all the old books, which are called Can You Hear Me Now for the sound sets, Can You See Me Now for collecting all the window sets, and Well Read for collecting all the books. Because, you know, reading's good for you, and you should read. You should read all the time. And then one that I bet people are going to be annoyed at, or think maybe I shouldn't have put it in, but as a silver, I've got one called Oh Man Gosh, which is to obtain the Mangosh accessory, which is dropped by the Devil Armor enemy. I'm pretty confident that that has a less than 0.5% chance of dropping. So that is going to be a grindy one, and it's only a silver. You know, it's hard, but it's not impossible. It's just patience. It's not the worst one. The Rune of Life and Death, which is a story beat one, which is to receive the Soul Eater rune from Ted. And then I'm going to share one more story one, and I'm trying to kind of come up with one. I'm not going to say a crazy one. I'll just do this one because it's silly, and that's Motorboater, which is to build a boat to pass the whirlpool. You guys know what I'm talking about, that whirlpool. Other things to spend over 1,000 bits in bribes, which is it takes 2 to bribe. And then Gambling Man, which is another bronze, to win over 500,000 bits playing minigames. And that's a bronze. It sounds like a lot for anyone that's never played the game, but the dice game is broken, and you can make 99999 bits easy. So not very hard actually to get that one. So that's why it is a bronze. I got a bunch of the other story ones on here for people to see. I'm going to put those at the bottom of the list. So if you're scrolling through and you don't want to be spoiled if you've never played the game, then you don't have to be spoiled. They will be tucked away on the bottom of the description. I'm curious what everyone thinks about the list, what you would add to this list, and also what you would maybe take away. Let me know what you think. Let's have a discussion. Do we want Suikoden with trophies? I do. I want to play 2 and maybe dream up another list. Let me know if you guys like dreaming up trophy lists, and we'll keep it up. This has been a Tiger Castle video. Once again, finally, for a while. It's been a while. Let me know what you think about the list, and I'll see you in another video. Keep your sword sharp. Goodbye.